Stream elements. Bill 1949T is now live. Streaming DCS World, My Flight Simming, DCS. Wings row 81. 07.
Hello, Wing Zero. Look what I've got. We'll see. I'm notoriously bad with choppers, but this apparently is easier. I've had a couple of little goes in it.
07.
Hello, Wing Zero. Oh, hang on. I've still got. Look what I've got. I've had my stream speaker turned on, so that will have repeated. Right. Okay. I'm just finishing getting set up.
Wings row 81. My Verpil collective finally arrived last Friday, so relearning how to fly a Lightel.
Oh, jolly good. Good for you, mate. I'm just putting up putting a post on my Facebook in case people want to know that I'm flying. But it's for I put it up for YouTube. Most of the time, people on YouTube are only there for about 5 seconds and then they disappear. They're less serious. There's something not quite right about the inset that I have for my stick cam, so I've just got to look at that. Okay, I think I'm good to try and remember how to get started.
Wings row 81. I also mounted my old webcam to wooden beam above me so PPL will be able to see me use my controls tomorrow on stream.
Excellent. Good idea. I think it's useful for them to be able to see what you're doing. I mean, I've got no interest in putting my mugshot up there, but they might be interested in seeing what is happening on the controls as I'm flying. Right, let's see if she starts.
Wings row 81. Indeed.
About 5 or so second delay before it actually starts moving when you put the switch up. There we go. I think it's going. No, that's my phone alarm making a noise. No, I must have forgotten something because it's not going. Okay. Maybe I tried starting before APU ready came up. Let's try again.
Wings row 81. I can come join you as co-pilot and help with the startup.
You're welcome. I have started it before, but I've just, there's a couple of bits I've forgotten, and I'm probably just trying to shortcut everything and just get it started. I think it's generators. There we go. My seat is thumping me because I've got a U-shaped 6 that I'm sitting on, so I'm getting a bub, 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 bub through the seat as it's starting up. Oh, hang on, I know what I haven't done. Here we go again.
Wings row 81. Left 1 first. Wings row 81. Then right 1.
Yep. Oh, I forgot to put it to ground or whatever it is. Yeah, ground. Right, now the other one. Stand by until you're ready to join. Oh, I've got to put the radio on. Hold on. I believe I had comms on and radio. I've got internal and radio. Oh, hang on, your little window has come up behind my chat window. Hold on. Oh, what's happened here? I've got a white screen. Oh, hang on. Okay, it's alright, sorted. Are you picking me up on internal wing? Remember, I put it to flight before I try to take off. And I'm not worried about weaponry at the moment. That's the least of my things to think about. Oh, I see my co-pilot's head moving about, so I'm guessing you're with me. Copy on internal. Wing, you got comms? Okay, I've just desensitised some of the controls, so that if I do panic and start putting things around a bit, it won't be quite so drastic. Do you copy on internal comms yet, Wing? I'm assuming you've got mic running, of course. I'll tell you what, if you copy me on internals, can you move the steering wheel knob that's sort of between our hips? You move that and then I'll put it back if you're hearing me on internal comms. Okay, so you're getting me. Stand by then. That's it. That's centered that again. Not that I'm planning to use it, but it just seemed a good way to check that we have some kind of, you can hear me. Right, I'm going to see about taking off, so I hope you're insured. Hang on to your helmet. Okay, but I've done worse. I'm almost going where I want to. Let's see if I'm going to land on that major piece of taxiway. Landing anywhere would be okay, but see if I can go where I want to and land at all. Struggled with landing recently, so you might need to cash in on that insurance policy in a minute. A collective set in the way that it works in the aircraft, and because I'm using a throttle unit, a throttle lever, I want to keep pulling it back to reduce power, but of course I've got to push it forward to reduce power. What I just did, I just pulled it back to cut the engine power, and of course it put it all over the place. I'll respawn. Right, now I've lost my little chat window. Why have I lost that? I didn't. Oh, I did close it. Accidentally closed it. Hold on. Oh, okay. I made the chat window accidentally very large, and that's why I got a semi-transparent blue screen, and I closed it, not knowing what it was. That was my chat. Okay. Oh, let's do the radio. Stand by. I'm not sure if I'm doing these right, but it worked last time. Okay, I've got internal, but oh yeah, of course it won't be anything else until the engine's running, maybe. Okay, I'll get the engine running, and I expect then it'll give me radio as well. Oh, battery's on already. Is that yourself? If that was you, thank you. I'm not sure. Do we have to leave that in the run for a while?
Yeah. Wings row 81. I can hear you.
That's good. So I'm not sure if I have to leave that in the on position or something for a while, but I'm just going to hit start again now, and then I've got to wait to get the ready light up. Assuming that it actually starts. Yes, it's starting up. APU is starting. But I need to wait for it to give me the ready light. Okay, APU is ready. Oh, and put the generators on.
Wings row 81. It's 3 seconds then 5 seconds on the starter.
Ah, right. Thank you. Okay. Oh, and I still didn't put those ground etc. levers to position. Let's do it again.
Wings row 81. You're forgetting all fuel switches, by the way.
Oh yeah, I knew there was something else and I couldn't think what it was. Right, let's do all the switches. Well done. And I just do everything because I don't know what I'm supposed to do, so I'll just switch everything on.
Wings row 81. I can do M for you.
Oh, okay, I've just done them. But oh yeah, I should have left that to you. I should have said, co-pilot, can you put the switches on, please? But never mind. Sorry, I'm not used to co-pilot. Okay, I think everything's in the right place, so I'll give that a start again with the... What do you call these levers? The engine condition levers. They are now both set to ground, so let's start. Getting quite an impressive boom, 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 in the back from my seat. Right, and the other one. Oh, thank you for doing the stuff up there. I just noticed. Oh, did I release that switch too quickly? Hang on a minute, what's going on here? No, it's all shutting down, both engines. What have I done? I don't know what I did there. Let's try again, see if it'll go. They're both shut down, so I'll start one. Oh, hang on, they've both gone to stop. I didn't do that, did I? Oh, are we both operating the levers? I'm going to leave you to do the levers. Ah, so you're saying only put the one on that you're going for, and then once that's going, then move the other lever to start it?
Wings row 81. Correct.
Okay, so one lever at a time. Okay, I'll leave you to move the second lever onto the ground position when you're ready. Just to verify comms, once you've done that, could you start that engine for me? Oh, hang on, it's still on ground. On stop, rather. Does that second one need to be restarted? So another question then: do we get the engines? Do we get it onto ground, then get the engine running? This is one at a time. Get the engine running, and once it's running, then get it. No, I'm not sure the order of using those levers. I'm not sure. Seem to be up and running at the moment. I'm just trying to think of a way that you can easily signal that that you understand and what, or you're hearing what I'm saying. I don't know, throwing a switch and unthrowing it or something maybe. Are you good for me to take off?
Wings row 81. We can use Discord.
Okay, okay.
Wings row
Discord.
81.
I haven't got. Oh, I have got Discord
Sure.
running. I've got Discord running. Okay, we'll go to his master's voice. Hey, Upsing.
Hello.
Right, jolly good. A little bit low, but I might see if I can boost you a bit. You give me a 1, 2, 3 check.
A 1, 2, 3 check.
That's lovely, thank you. Right. So yeah, those levers. Is there a specific order in which you start and move those levers, assuming that we do one engine and then completely do one engine?
Another thing you're not supposed to do is flip those switches next to the EPU on here. You flip those once the engines are on because they replace the EPU power. So you get electricity off the engines once they're started. But anyway, yeah. So you set the fuel switches. You set the lever to ground, start engine 1. Once engine 1's in started in ground, but you can also already put it in flight and then start the under engine as well. That works like that as well. Then once the engine 12 is started, you can turn the power transfer into off. turn your 1 and 2 generator on, and then you turn your APU generator off, and the APU off.
Oh, okay, so I've got most of that wrong then.
Yes, you did. That's alright, dude. I mean,
Okay, are we set to go?
Also very important, always to turn your stability system on both. Otherwise, this thing is pretty squirrely.
Yeah, I remembered that last not last night, whenever it was, when I last gave a quick test flight. I noticed it's on. Hang on.
Yeah, it's this one over here.
Yeah, it's on both at the moment. I did remember to do that the other night, but I forgot about it tonight. I knew, and that's just something that I remembered noticing from YouTube.
I've been turning it on just before you take off, because otherwise that's some problem.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll see. I don't know if you caught what I was saying before, but I have my collective. If you look at my collective, I have it set the same way as it is in the chopper. So with my throttle, I'm using a throttle lever. So the throttle lever is fully forward.
I'm gonna try and mute my helmet or something, because I'm getting double audio off the intercom here.
Oh, of course, yeah. Well, actually, I'll just change the radio frequency.
Okay. Yeah, I never use the in-game radio ever, so I don't know how to use it. I don't even know how to bring the menu up, so...
Okay, is that better?
Don't know.
I moved it to 1, 2, 3. Are you still getting double?
No. Yeah, because you can change all different radios as you want. Intercom, so that's always going to be...
Oh, you're getting it on...
Yeah.
Right, so it's not just radio, you're getting in... Okay, let's... how do I get over that? So I need to be able to turn the intercom button off, don't I? Intercom push to talk off.
That's alright, I'll just mute my my helmet, put the sound now.
Okay. Right, yes.
Something? There we go, that's better.
Okay, good. Yeah, so you'll notice that with the collective...
Yeah, I used to fly like that as well.
Yeah, so my collective, or my throttle, is behaving the same way as my collective would.
Yeah, I've been flying for that for several years now. It's just in the beginning it takes some getting used to, but I just got the collective, and now I'm gonna actually have to lift up like a stick to take off and stuff.
Yeah,
cool.
that's great. Yeah, I mean, I've also adjusted the sensitivity of them a bit as well, or desensitized them a little bit of the collective and the pitch and yaw. So I've desensitized those a little bit, so that if I do make a bit of a mistake, it's not going to have too much of an effect, hopefully. So, but say now, because I know that what I'm pushing is a throttle. To cut the throttle, I want to bring it backwards towards me, but of course that's bringing it up, which is not what I want to do. So it is that conscious. The throttle is forward or down for down, and back for up, basically, isn't it? That's what I've got to do. That's what I've got to keep in mind.
Yeah, just think of your throttle as a stick that you need to pull up.
Yeah, I'll give it a try now. See how we go. Now I think I need to give it a little bit of cyclic back, that much I think, and then I'll see how we go.
No, I usually don't even pull up with the cyclic back. I just give collective. More important, you control the rudder, so
yeah.
the pedals more so than cyclic anything. Depending on, obviously, like if you're parked to something close, then you want to use the cyclic back to kind of like pull away from whatever you're in front of. You don't hit it.
Yeah.
And while you're doing that, I'm gonna blind my controls because I've not flown the Chinook yet with the collective.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I recommend though getting onto the radio. That does make it more immersive, and it's not difficult to use. You have to set push to talk.
Neither is SRS. So.
All right. I'm not even sure the differences, but yeah, we use whatever the aircraft radio is referred to as.
Yeah, so does SRS. Anyway, let's see, what do I need to buy here? One, that. The rest is just
That was a failure. I'll see if I can get up there and make a turn round and have another go. Find it difficult to stop going forward.
yeah, just think of it as like a soapbox on ice, you know, you gotta or like a spaceship, you all have to, for actually direction, you gotta need the opposite direction.
Okay, going again. I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm really not good with choppers. Right, let's the Huey. Well, actually, I was starting to get better with the Huey, but it flies me as much as I fly it.
Yeah. Well, I'll try this. I'll try this startup this time. If you want, see if
Yeah.
if I have it memorized or not. Alright, see, roll select. Unit type. Go pending. Granted. Let's start this baby up if I remember how to. Oh, once the textures load in, that is.
Oh, I see that Discord is being cooperative and it's showing who's speaking. That seemed to stop for a while. It stopped working.
I usually have that turned off.
I think it's useful for the viewers, that's all.
Yeah, no, it's true. Right.
Although, of course, having said that, we don't really use Discord now. It's almost exclusively the aircraft radio. So you've turned on all the fuel.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, APU starting. And obviously you have to wait for the APU ready to come up, right?
Yeah.
As it just has.
There we go, that's on. Okay, fuel gauge is already set. So this transfer's on. And then...
I missed that. Transfers, where's that?
The transfers are next to like the cable, below the cable stuff to the right of the panel. It's like over here. Moving in
oh,
there.
I see. Yeah, I see that.
All right.
Of course, you realise it won't be too long before I start getting severe withdrawal symptoms from the Spitfire. I'm just watching what you're doing now with the levers and switches, hopefully.
Once that kind of stabilizes, you could actually, oh, you don't even have to, no, you can do the other one. Past 12, can let go. Just that it is. Once it turns green. No. Goes slow, give it more power.
The collective was back slightly, sorry about that.
Well, and now we turn on the videos.
Ah.
Turn off the transfers off, and the generator off, and the EPU off. And set the filter off, parameters on, and get the div off.
Lovely, thank you, sir. I say lovely, let's just see how it goes. Might not be lovely.
Alright, I'm gonna try binding my stuff again.
Copy that.
We kinda exploded last time while I was in the menu, so...
This is what I want. I'm moving forward very slowly as I expect to, and I think I'm controlling it a bit. Now I'm moving backwards. Oh, Laxor just said he's got an authenticate, I don't know, error on DCS start. I suppose that means he's got to do something before he can come back in. Right, so I'm going to push the collective forward so that I've got less upward thrust. I'm trying to do these things only slightly. Now I'm moving forwards, so I've got to pull the cyclic back a little bit. Still gradually moving the collective forward.
Looks like we're taking some fire.
We've got local enemy infantry, haven't we?
Yeah, slight tip, so if you never really want to crash, don't go past 5 on the descent meter when you're trying to go down. So you're below it now. You always want to be above 5. There you go.
Okay, I'm not even sure what that is or where that is, but that's...
So, if you look at your official horizon on your screen there, right? So, top left you've got your torque. And then to the right of that you've got your speed, to the right you've got your altitude, and to the right of that you've got this small little white stripes there with like a triangle.
Oh, I got you, yeah.
And that triangle is your climb and descent meter. So 0 is, 0. 5 up is 5 climb, and 5 down.
Yeah.
You want to aim for, when you're coming down for a landing in a hover, you want to never go past 5, because if you go past 5, you'll VRS and crash to the ground.
So that's not past 5 negative?
Yeah, not past 5 negative.
Okay, so between 0 and 5 negative should do me.
Yeah, you usually want to aim for like 3 or 2.
Yeah, because I suppose if it was 0, I wouldn't be going down, would I suppose? Yeah, so...
Right.
But I have actually, I'm quite chuffed actually, I've actually managed to land in roughly the place I wanted to, i.e. on this big white bit, which is good enough for me. and I've still got 4 wheels. I've still got blades that aren't busted. I'm going to consider that a win. I've flown it a couple of times by myself during the week since I got it. They're not doing it on trial, of course. I suppose it's because it's too new. But so I thought, well, I'm just going to buy it. Okay, let's see if I can do anything similar to that then.
I'll show you how I've got my screenshots. So you still know how it is. Think of a helicopter that's hovering a bit like a guy on a tightrope with like a pole bouncing. If you lean to the left, you're going to go left.
I probably wouldn't be much good at that either. Okay, I'm just going to see if I can land.
Remember the descent meter.
Yeah.
And with a helicopter, small inputs.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. Yeah. But there is a tendency to sort of panic a little bit for me.
I mean, I've got over, probably more at this point. So. Yeah, I've got 3,400 hours. A lot of that's in helicopters. So.
Wow.
It does help. I kind of like learned how to fly helicopters in the hardest one first, and then did everything after, made it much easier.
What did you feel was the hardest? Was it the Huey? I know that's the record.
No, that used to be the easiest one.
Huey was the easiest. Oh dear. I thought the Huey was supposed to be hard.
No, the hind is the hardest.
Oh, okay.
So whenever you feel like you're VRSing, like you're falling out of the air controllably, that if you want to recover from that, you drop your collective all the way and then nose forward to pick up speed like a dive, and then slowly pull back collective off so you can. So that makes you transfer from hover, that's stalling, to flight. Because there's helicopters, there's 2 modes, flight and hover.
Yeah.
And the trick is always transferring between the 2.
Yeah.
Because at speed, this thing flies like a helicopter, like a plane, but then once you slow down, it turns into a helicopter.
Yeah. I'll go forward, do a go around, hopefully. Of course, the angle that you're flying at, angle of attack or whatever you might call it, also affects whether you're climbing.
Yes. So the thing with helicopters, it's always a trade-off between speed and altitude.
Yeah.
But there is a sweet spot low to the ground when you're in ground effect where you can still go fast and not lose altitude.
I copy that.
Also, that's another thing. If you want to try and hover like very high in the sky, you have more like room to recover if something goes bad. But what makes hovering easier is if you're in ground effect, which means you're close enough to the ground so the downwash from the blades creates a cushion of air, like a hovercraft almost.
Yeah. I'm still pulling the collective the wrong way. I'm fighting that all the time. Basically is if I'm pushing my collective forward, I seem to need to be pulling my cyclic back. Holding a hover reasonably well, but that's not what I want to do. I want to descend without going forward.
That sound means that like you're almost starving the engine, so don't lower your collective too much.
I think I did. I find landing is a lot more difficult than taking off. Hang on, Lexor's just sent me an image. I don't know what that is. It might be important, so I'll take a look. Oh, it's saying authorization is valid for 2 days. Multiplayer will not be available, eh? That's what Laxor just sent me.
Rude.
Okay, I'll see if I'll click on a message and ask him to whether he can cure that. No cure until ED fix all servers. Need to land, I think. Oops.
That's
Yeah, okay. That's because I'm trying to... I'm also interested in what Laxor's message. I'm going to go on to Skype for a moment and message with Laxor.
Alright. Spawn into another helicopter. I'll try to take control of the aircraft once it's started. Fly around a bit.
Yeah.
Can you accept the request so I can start the...
Oh yeah,
Sure.
sorry, stand by, yeah.
Have you spawned back in? Otherwise, it's not gonna spawn me in either,
Oh,
by the way.
oh, sorry, yeah, here we go. I'm just communicating with Alexa at the moment, but you've got control, I believe, so over to you.
I'll ask for control with the ask control button once.
Okay,
we
so
started.
what Laxor is saying is the authorization servers, is that, I don't know, we spawned in when those servers are still available. So what he's saying is nothing anyone can do. ED aren't even acknowledging it yet. He guesses that he'll fly tomorrow night. He also says DCS auth servers to validate. Right, to validate profile, I guess. Okay. If they are offline, it attempts to fall back to locally cached, I guess that means. Otherwise, nothing. AirJoe and Undead also can't load. So if we leave this, we won't be able to get back in again.
But that happened recently.
Well, must be something from tonight because we got in okay, and then all of a sudden Laxor couldn't, and AirJoe and Undead can't. Something's happened tonight. Do I have to give you control for you to fly?
Yeah, but I'll ask for it once she's running.
Copy that.
The fuck did I forget? Ugh.
Right, for the sake of viewers, we have at the moment, you've got Wing Zero as my co-pilot. He's going to have control in a minute. He's going to fly the aircraft. I've been flying it, but he's got a lot more experience than me. So he's going to have a fly. He's my co-pilot. We have done some already. I have managed to land, and I have to take off, and I have managed to land.
Okay, what the fuck's going on? There we go. Throttling. No. Okay, something's being weird here. Let's see here. Fuel. They're all turned. Not doing anything differently, so.
So what? You're throwing a start button and nothing's happening, or what?
That's not kicking over, so I'll try again. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's because.
Oh, your APU ready light isn't up.
No, it is. APU ready.
Oh, it's showing us off for me.
No, it's on for me, so.
That's odd.
Is your collective forward?
Sorry, no, it was fully back. I had it out of the way.
That's why it's not starting.
Yeah, I had it out of the way physically so that I could reach my keyboard.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out what was going on, but then I thought, wait, if his collective is not forward, then...
Yeah, well spotted. That'd be the answer then.
Okay, let's try it out. No. Okay. All right.
Do you need to redo the APU then?
I'm going to shut everything. God, that fucking mouse controller. All right. Let's APU power off.
Yeah, I was trying to type Telexor, and my arm was resting on it, so I pulled it back out of the way. Although, to be honest, I probably would anyway, because to me, back is a throttle, so back is its normal position.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
There we go.
5.
Start an engine 1. Takes 5 seconds for it to kick in.
Still not kicking over. Still something wrong. Oh no, there we go.
Yeah, just that delay. So then he'll put the engine control lever for the other engine into the center position, and he will then throw the start switch to position 2 to start that engine. Oh, he's putting this one to flight first, okay. So now the second one is going into ground position. And then he can start that. He's now flicked the switch. So the second engine will be running up. Then he needs to ask for control, and I can pass control over here, and he can fly it. Okay, levers are in place.
Let's see if this works.
Yep, it's worked. Stand by. You have control.
Just hope I bound this correctly. So if not, this might go horribly wrong. I might have to invert it. So
Yeah, I had to invert one of mine.
no, it seems fine. Okay, cool.
Good.
Let's kind of want my screen to
So Wing Zero can now fly the aircraft. And he's got thousands of hours on choppers, I think. And look at those gentle little movements that he's giving on the side clip. I can't see he's collected. Well, just about. Yeah, I can do some of this once I'm in the air. I have got more control over this than I have over the Huey.
game just froze.
Oh no!
I'm getting kicked. Oh, yeah. You have left
It gave me control.
Good.
But when you're ready, if you want, you can ask for control again and I'll pass it back.
Yeah, but I think the game, the login session has expired.
Oh. Hey. Oh, hang on, I've got the same. I've just got a freeze. So it looks as though it's not going to happen tonight.
Yeah. Well, I hope I at least teach you a couple of things about the...
Yeah, you have, sir. Thank you for that. I'll try to remember those things when I start up next time.
If you ever had any trouble with the helicopters, just message me on Discord and I'll try and help out.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. I'm just as bad with Discord as I am with helicopters, to be honest. But yeah, I get your point.
It's all. I mean, you can write me a letter too if you want, but like if that's more your speed.
It says login session expired. Right. I wonder if it will let us back in. I don't think it will somehow. I'm going to give it a shot.
I'll guess I'll be playing Elite Dangerous tomorrow then instead of DCS. Let's see. Launching.
Well, hopefully I'm going in again and I'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm launching as well to see what it does.
Login in process. Please wait or press control to continue launch DCS with free modules only. Okay, cancel that. Try again. I know that can happen if you click launch too soon, I think.
Yeah, I'm on Steam though. For me, it's a bit different.
Oh, okay. Failed to get authorization data. Yeah. So it'll only be the free units.
For me, it launched normally.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens when I get in, but I've got a feeling I won't have those modules available.
I don't have that installed, but I do have the Figin installed. Yeah, okay, I can set the wallpaper. Okay. Looks like I'm
Okay,
normal at the moment. So.
I'm gonna give it a shot on multiplayer and see what happens.
Looks like your server's down though.
Just wondering if Laxor's taking advantage of and doing stuff to it. I'll let him know that we got back in. Just waiting for full load to happen to see what happens, and I'll let him know.
Try a different server.
Mikey Delta underscore DCS. Did you lose connection, Bill?
Yes, Mike. There seem to be authorization
Mikey Delta
issues.
underscore DCS. We lost our server.
Yeah, I think the server's down, but that might be because we got kicked out. I'm not sure if Laxor's doing something. I'm trying to message Laxor as well at the same time because he couldn't get in. Let's just see what happens now. I'm trying to go back in. I want to see what's available to me.
Mikey Delta underscore DCS. I think a big internet outage.
Yeah, possibly. Well, according to this, hold on. For simplicity, I'm going to spawn in my Spitfire. And I'm going to let Laxor know. Okay, I've spawned in my Spit. I'm just going to ping a message to Laxor to let him know our status.
Mm-hmm. Gonna bind the collective to the rest of my helicopters that I'm using at the moment. Controls.
Oh, Mike Delta, I think it is running now. So if you wanted to try the server, you can, I think.
Mikey Delta underscore DCS. I was just finishing, my server went down too.
Oh, okay. So maybe a general sort of internet issue rather than something else. Yeah, Zero. Mike Delta is just saying that he lost his server. It seems like it might not have been a DCS thing, but a general
Mikey Delta underscore
internet
DCS.
Yeah,
We
okay.
lost most USA members.
thing. Said we lost most USA members. Okay.
Request refueling.
Yes.
Request rearming.
Copy. Refueling complete. Rearming complete.
I would say, like, in the Apache, it's
Micah
even
Delta
the easiest
__
to,
DCS.
like, keep track of
That's
how
me.
fast
Have
you're
a good
sending it
night.
in your eyepiece, right? And in the Chinook's not too bad either, but like it's helicopters like the Yui and the
Copy that,
Russian
Mike.
ones were,
Thanks for
they
being
have,
there.
like,
Catch you
steam
again.
gauges for it almost. So it's a little bit more difficult. But then the Yui has a lot more like margin for error on its descent and climb meters.
Okay. Oh, I definitely am a fly by the seat of the pants pilot. I'm not very good with all the the realities and the proper finesse of flying stuff. I jump in it and I make it go if I can.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just messaging to Laxor
Oh,
to
I mean,
explain a couple of things.
helicopters takes a different kind of finesse, I guess.
Well, yeah.
God, this feels so much nicer with a collective though. Even this thing gets so much more control.
Good.
Which is weird. You would think an axis is an axis, right? But it's kind of like a, I don't know. It feels more intuitive.
Good, good. Nice little approaching flyby.
Trying to move well, keeping your Spitfire stationary on my rotor.
Nice. Okay, on my stream, I'm in my spit obviously, and I've done this for simplicity because we've had issues. We suspect it was the internet issues rather than DCS issues, which seem as though maybe they've resolved. So it could be that Laxor etc. will have another go and try and get in. In the meantime, I'm going to make a nice comfortable flight in my spit. I've been flying the Chinook and I did actually manage to land it, which I was quite pleased about. I only got it during the middle of the week, and I haven't had that much practice on it, but I did manage to land it, so I'm comfortable with that, with a little bit of help from Wing Zero, who was giving me a little bit of verbal guidance. So I'm going to start up and get going. Yeah, well I feel it as well because I say I've got the I've got a U-shaped 6 that I'm sitting on, so I actually feel it, and it's so much nice to feel a gear come up and things like that. It's very nice. I don't know if it's worth the amount of money you have to pay for it, but it's very nice once you've got it.
If you see my setup, that's probably
Yeah, I mean I'm just really sitting at a PC with a PC seat that I have to lock to the rudder pedals, otherwise when I use the rudder pedals it's pushing myself away, you know, on the wheels of the seat. So I've made a device that locks my chair to my rudder pedals, so I can push as hard as I like and it won't stray. Just set my trims and then I'm going to taxi and take off. Oh, this should be good. The spit is my comfort zone. I said that, I better not mess this up, had I?
461 Bra 285 470 at 6,000 knots.
Nice.
Yeah, the figure behind this, you can do some really cool, like sliding stops. Those are a little bit more advanced, like a J-hook to stop and all that, which is pretty cool to do, where you just do like a U-turn and you let up all your speed and you land.
And there's me who would be happy just to be able to take off, fly a fraction and land. Which I've actually done tonight, so that's a little bit of a milestone.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm more aiming for that kind of stuff because I've got like a couple of thousand hours on you, and if it goes to helicopter, so it's like trying to.
Yeah, for me the Spit is my comfort zone. It's my favourite aircraft of all time ever, and in all games it's all my. I say all games. I only really do War Thunder. I did do War Thunder. Don't do that now. That was good. Well, I think it was good.
I'll try again before you take off.
Yeah.
I'll try to stop on your realization.
I'll watch in third person. It might be easier.
461 Bra 283 424 at 7,000 knots.
Nice, nice. I think you broke some bits then.
Yeah, I'm trying not to hit you.
Okay, well I'm going to take off, hopefully.
I lost my tail rotor actually.
Yeah, you certainly had bits flying around. Yeah, no tail rotor.
I'm surprised I haven't crashed yet.
Yeah.
Let's get some more power.
Okay, something I think I have noticed since we got back in is that I haven't got my Echo 19 engine sounds. I'm sure I have, it doesn't sound right. The Echo 19 sounds have not been picked up. I probably need to totally restart DCS, I guess, for that to happen. I don't like not having my Echo 19 engine sound.
I don't know, man. I don't think they have Echo 19 back in the
Probably not. When it's not running, you notice it, you realise how nice it is when it is running. That's the difference.
Oh, is it because of yeah. No, that's still the same.
And that crash is what I get for looking at the chat on the, for looking at the messages on Skype instead of looking where I'm flying. So maybe I will jump back in the Chinook and one more flight perhaps.
Don't say there's anything that should be. Let's see, pitch should be. Let's see. What's this?
I just got kicked out, I think.
Oh. Somehow that's still giving input. It shouldn't. Alright, just controls. Oh, there it is. Clear that. Oh, there we go. No, that's the stick that should be doing. Alright. Now let's try this again. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. God, why does it want to do that? That's so fucking weird. Uh,
So I'm seeing about whether I can get back in again, but
right.
I think the internet
Slow.
is having an effect.
Slow up. Yeah, that seems to be better.
I'm just coming back in, having got booted out. Okay, well I think I'm probably about to lose it because I've just got another freeze, I think. And I've just realised I've got no sound from the game, I think. I'm not even sure if you're receiving me. Are you getting me, Wing?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm just concentrating.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, it's fine. I'm getting no sound. Still something really quite iffy, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a minute or so to let it settle, hopefully. Here at the moment, folks, it's all gone very iffy. Not responding to track IR. Mouse movements are very shaky. It's as if it's like as if the computer's downloading something or doing something really big in the background. Let's see what I can get from Task Manager. DCS. And it is responding to track IR. No sound. Track IR response is still iffy though. Ah, I'm getting sounds outside of the aircraft. I would have thought I should have heard that. I would have thought I should be able to hear that chopper. Can I open the door? Okay, I'll just try starting. I am getting sounds, but only when I'm outside of the aircraft. I would have thought I should hear your chopper um, outside, although you're outside and I'm inside. I would have thought I should still hear something from it.
Yeah, the Kawa is pretty quiet as it is.
Okay, well, my system seems to have settled down a bit. I'll just get started and see what happens. Yeah, guess where I left my collective. And I'm too busy looking at switches and dials to even notice that I was obviously skidding around just above the ground until I crashed.
Whenever I've been like switching, I used to like fly a lot as well, and I switch between planes and all that crap. I made it a habit of always doing the hardware check before you like do anything inside the game.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I should have been doing. So at least I was getting the aircraft started, and things do seem to have come back a bit and settled down. So I'm going to spawn in again in the Chinook and see what happens. Right, I'll give it a minute or so to, or less than a minute, but I'll give it a little while to settle down a bit. So it's drawing the graphics. Okay, now it's done that, I'll see about getting started. And this time I've got my collective fully forward. That's what happened earlier on. I left it back, and of course as soon as the engine was going I took off. Because I'm looking up here, etc. I didn't even know I was airborne. Okay, start engine 1. Put that to flight. Start engine 2, well put 2 to ground. Put the engine condition to right on that engine. Put the generators on. Down to the APUs. I think basically okay. I'm sure there's other things I should have done, but never mind. Oh, except I didn't do the fuel. Should have done all that before, so I don't know what started, but there you go. Okay, let's give it a shot. Back on the collective and cross the finger. Oh, I know why she's touchy.
Forgot the both settings.
Yeah, I've just set it now. This is way different when you do that, isn't it? I didn't do that at takeoff. I'd have had a more controlled takeoff. Well, it wasn't too bad, but it would have been more controlled, I think. So maybe I'll just fly about in this and get the feel of the different controls a bit more. Probably also need to be able to set trims on this, because when I let go she just noses up. So maybe that's another big part of the issue. I haven't crashed yet. I'm trying to watch that climber descent gauge.
Pitching up and down will also affect the gauge a little bit, not as fast as it is.
Yeah. Yeah, get them down, I'm finding much harder than taking off.
Try getting low first.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, but not by like hovering in the air, so because it's harder to see sometimes. So what you want to do, just to see what I'm doing. Obviously, I'm flying a different helicopter right now, but I'll pass you and you can try and follow me. Because you're trying to hover outside of ground effect right now, which is a lot harder.
Well, I'm trying to just stay above the same point, but get lower.
Yeah, but that's a lot easier if you're in ground effect. That's what I'm trying to explain. So, if you look at me, I'll try and demonstrate. See me?
Yeah, I'm just going to try and follow you.
Almost to a point where like you're have to be careful because this thing is not going to go fast. Kind of want to like you're almost flying a Spitfire. Get low first before you go away. Yeah, once you're like lower, start to lower your collective and pitch up so that your little triangle stays go around the zero. So
fly in.
Yeah, first fly low, and then when the collective goes down, you kind of have to balance it. So you keep your like little thing at zero, so it's to slow down. And once you slow down, then you can slow this. You know what? I'm gonna hop in your helicopter and show you.
Yep.
Also, I'm not always used to flying on this side either, so that's good. I'm gonna already pull up my collector so we don't fucking flash. Set my molecules up correctly.
You have control.
So what you want to do is, if you want to hover here, you can do that, but it's a lot harder. But what you want to do is you want to get low like a plane, and then use the ground effect to
Oh, okay.
help you. now you can lower yourself easily because you're in flight. If you try to do this in hover, it's a little bit more perilous to do the transition. But if you're in the ground effect, then you can... Now, see, I'm going to lower my collective so the thing goes down. And once it starts going down, I pitch up so it goes back to 0.
Yep.
You try to balance that. It's a little bit difficult in this thing because...
And of course you want to not be going forward anymore, don't you?
And then when it's when you start the transit, it's gonna drop the pip down once you go into kind of hover mode. Then you want to pull collective back up. That was a little bit rough, so, but like I said, I'm not used to flying on this side.
No, that's fine.
That's the idea of it, though.
I think
But
that,
also the problem with this helicopter is the gauges and stuff on a marker is so small. You have to like almost zoom in a little bit to like see it properly.
yeah, that's
like,
what I did earlier on. I had to zoom in to get a better idea of where it was. After a while, of course, you'd just see it at a distance and you'd still know. But at the moment, I don't know it well enough to know what position it's at. Are we broke? I think we're a bit broke, aren't
yeah,
we?
we're broke. I kind of landed a little bit.
That's all right.
I mean, this thing will still fly though. Like even though this thing is pretty indestructible. But you do know what I mean with like. Just think of it as like an airplane, but instead of touching down, you transfer it to a hover.
Yeah. So as you said, that's a good tip to fly in as if I'm in an aircraft. Fly in, and then, of course,
Also
my trick is I need to be able to reduce my speed as well as slowly come down.
Yeah, but that's another thing. Like most people make the common mistake of, oh, a helicopter just flies there and stops and lands. No, a helicopter also has to slow down over miles and miles, or even kilometers. Like you would go like 100, and once you're like 1 or 2 clicks out, you want to be doing 60, and then when you're almost like 500 meters away, you want to be doing 30 or 20 speed.
Yeah, that's all making sense. Yeah, and I'm sure that's going to help me.
Also, I'm also still getting used to this collective thing. I'm not as good as I usually am either.
Yeah.
New equipment and all that.
Yeah, and that'll be great once you've fully got used to that. What about trim on this?
So, trim works a bit different in helicopters than planes. Trim is kind of to make the current position of your rudders and stick the new default. So you don't have to like, you know, be lifting bodybuilding, lifting all the time. You know, you can turn this thing and then make even smaller inputs to like fly.
Okay, and I think because when I had the Huey, I had a button mapped to do that, so that it sort of reset. Yeah, but it's retained it. It's retained that mapping.
Well, I mean, it's different for every helicopter. But like for example, the K50 is always you have the K50 works different the way because instead of trimming the aircraft, you pause the flight computer, fly it manually, and then let go, and the computer takes back over.
Oh,
it's
okay.
a little bit like, yeah, it's a bit different.
But I think I mapped a button for the Huey for the trim thing, and it seems to have retained that mapping for this aircraft. Because I'm sure that when I hit that same button, it seemed to level off.
Might be a default button then, because that's not. It wouldn't obtain over a module, but it's not possible.
Yeah. Yeah, thinking about it, I probably used my target software to send the default.
Fair enough. I always bind everything in DCS individually. I try to map things similarly for muscle memory purposes.
Oh yeah, I mean I do that, especially things like flaps and gear up and things like that. It's always the same for me. Oh, apart from the spit, of course, because on the Spitfire I've got on this unit I've got on the Thrustmaster, I've got a flaps up and down, and I've mapped that on the Spitfire. I've mapped that to my flips.
I would love to get into rotor stuff, but I have so much trouble taking off with them. So.
Okay, well, in that case, sir, we're going to have to do a swap round at some time, and I can perhaps help you. What ones have you got? What warbirds have you got?
All of them.
Excellent. We must fly Spitfire sometime. There are
all the modules, so.
Okay, well that's great. Well, the Spitfire it does have some quirks. You have to remember. You probably know the famous saying: the Spitfire is a lady in the air, but she's a bitch on the ground.
I've not heard that one.
Yeah, that's said by a lady, so I can say it without Billy's and I'm swearing. But she I don't know if she quoted it initially, but I've got a bit of video of her saying that. She used to fly Spitfires around and other aircraft. During the war, she would ferry Spitfires, etc., to different airfields or deliver them from manufacture. And she's of the spit. She said, yeah, she's a lady in the air, but she's a bitch on the ground, and she is. It's like the small wheelbase and the way the brakes work.
I kind of learned the rotor stuff with the one that's the hardest to take off with, which is the ME-109. But
I don't know. The 109 can be difficult. I've flown it, not that much, but I normally get by with it. But once again, the 109 has got a very slim wheelbase, and it's a tail dragger. So when you get a tail dragger and a slim wheelbase, they're bitches. Oh.
It's hard to like keep my eye on the gauge when everything's shaking now, but
yeah. What do you think about jumping in a spit? Is it too early?
I would have to install it. I don't have it installed.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't have, I mean, if I just install all the maps, I only have a couple of flight modules installed. My DCS is like 900 gigs, so I currently don't have most of the maps installed or most of the modules. Only like a handful of modules, like 5 modules installed. But I do own everything. Just
yeah. Well,
actually, the only thing I don't own is the 2.0 World War II because I didn't buy it because I don't really fly World War II stuff. But I did fly the 109 for a while and actually got my first PvP kill on somebody, which was pretty cool. I did the attack from above thing.
Yeah, the boom and zoom.
Took out a what was it? An American.
With a P-51 or a P-47?
I think it was a 47.
Well, what I need to do then is get a nice big virtual stick and whack you with it until you get a Spitfire going.
I also tried to use Blue for a while, but I never managed to take off with it at all. So
That's once again, there's a little trick to that. I struggled a lot with both of those aircraft, the Spit and the Mosquito. I've struggled with them. There was a point after I'd bought the Spit and I thought I'm never going to be able to take this off the ground. But then there's a couple of things that you realise, a couple of things you find out, and that answers the question. And then it's a joy. It really is a joy. You must let me help you on that.
I keep spinning out on the
On which?
with the Mosquito.
Yeah,
And
you
the
will
other
do.
One,
You will
the
do.
other one, the problem with the 109 was I kept. I always managed to like barely take off, but then the plane wanted to flip over all the time. And then
Yeah,
I would
the-
drop power, and then I would crash.
Yeah, engine torque is something you have to cater for on that. But yeah, the Mosquito, you don't, when you take off on a Mosquito, you don't take off using your rudder. You start off using the brake and the throttle, because the brake, I don't know if you know how the brakes work, but the brakes work depending on your rudder position.
No, I did not know that. But like I was even doing the split throttle thing before I take off. I'm like,
Well, one of the first things you have to do, of course, is make sure that your prop pitch is fully forward, fully fine. But then when you take off, let's just look at thinking about Mosquito. What you have to do is you use your brake. Now you want an axis for your brake, which I've got on mine. I use an axis for that. And what you do is you apply a small amount of braking, and as you start, you increase your speed, and you might increase your braking a little bit, because what happens is the way the brakes work is if you give it left rudder, it puts braking on the left wheel, and likewise the other way round for right rudder. So that's the way that you initially guide your way along the runway in a Mosquito. So you're using your brake and your rudder pedals to apply braking to the different wheels. And eventually, when you get enough speed, the tail will come up, the nose will drop, and at that point you know that you can stop using the brake, take the brake off completely, and then take off using rudder and stick in a normal way. So if you've got any of those, I will find a virtual stick and whack you with it until you give in.
I mean, but if you watch me tomorrow, then certainly you can see the setup. I've got the pedals, I've got a throttle, I've got a stick, and a collector. So
Brilliant! Wow! Yeah, yeah.
And everything's mounted to a flight chair as well. So that's sitting in front of me.
Right. Well, it's oh right, okay, yeah. I mean, my keyboard is like tucked underneath the monitor. And it sits there whilst my stick is directly in front of me, and of course when I've finished flying I have to move my stick and throttle across to one side out of the way to carry on as normal. Can I make that big? Okay, it's pretty difficult to see at the moment. Oh, I'm seeing something there with your torch going. To get a bigger picture, I suppose I've got to make the whole thing full screen, have I?
So you can't see my bells, they're on the head desk.
Yeah. Right.
This is my stick.
Oh, hang on, I've lost you. I've done something and I've lost you. Hold on. Okay, let me just increase the window. That's better. I've made the whole window bigger, so now, yeah, I'm looking down at your stick, etc. Yeah.
This red thing is my microphone.
in the right place.
Yeah, but this is further, right?
Yeah, yeah. Nice. Yeah, yeah. Nice. See, my stick has to sit on the desk because if it's in the right place, i.e. between my legs, I've then got much more of an operation when I'm not flying to just use the computer in the normal way.
Yeah, they do, but and I can still reach.
Yeah, mine's a bit more awkward because I have to have well, I don't have to, but my monitor is fairly low, so to reach any F buttons, which is very unusual, it's a difficult squeeze between the keyboard and the underneath of the monitor. But that's why I use voice attack because of that. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. Right. Excellent stuff. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, I know that people do sometimes reverse that, don't they? They invert it to feel more natural, like a throttle. But I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it the way it should be done to me. It should be forward on what I call a throttle lever to push the collective down. That's the way I think it should work, and I've just got to get over it. I've got to get round it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's it. So, but basically, I tried to think of my throttle lever, which is my collective, as like forward for down and back for up, basically, for what it's doing to the rotors. Do you use voice attack? Have you ever used it? Oh, okay. See, for me, I find it handy. I've got issues where reaching my keyboard can be difficult for me because I've got issues with my wrists. My wrists, if you can imagine this, my wrists don't bend. That sounds crazy, but they just don't bend. They've got an issue. So. Yeah. Is that what stream? Okay. Oh no, that's me. Hang on. Yeah.
And then I've got the, be right back and start screens. And these are like all shout outs buttons. So
Yeah.
SO slash
Yeah.
type SO. And on the next page is my DCS for loading troops and supplies in different servers. Like this is Faces of Death, this is Panther Den, this is Ready Pre-Contact. And what it would do is let me show you one. Let's see, let's go Faces. So I've got these labeled as well. So LSAB and DSAB. LSAB is load saboteurs, DSAB is deploy saboteur, and then LT is load troops, DT is deploy troops, LS is load supplies, DS drop supplies or unload supplies, right? So, but the way this works is, let's say, I'll show you the supply one. Click on this, and I made these keys here. So it would, if I would press it, the radio has to be in default mode though. So you know how the radio sometimes like does its own thing when you move when you start up, and it's like asking you to ask to be able to start your engines or what, right? So you want to like back out to that so it's back to normal.
All right.
And then you press the button on the stream back, and it would do COM key F10, F3, F1, F1, F5, and that would go through the menu of doing things uh, automatically, like in fast sequence. That way you can just load stuff up.
It sounds like you put a lot of work into that by the sounds of it. I'm much lazier than that in as much as I just, when I want the menu,
But if you,
I
but
just,
this is, like as a helicopter, you do a lot of logistics on servers, like capture bases with the like ambush troops and like supplies to be able to spawn more stuff in, and even with the Hercules as well. Like you use these a lot. And for this one, this is my general one for like taking the wheel shocks off, and I've got one for my hand to like flip like 10 switches to turn the HUD on. So I just macro them all in to turn the HUD on instead of having to go. So you can even do like partially not really an auto start, but like quicken the start up with certain things. I've never
yeah,
tried a complete like flip all the switch, because then you would have to bind every switch instead of just
yeah.
clicking them in the cockpit, right? But it's doable. And I've got one for Star Citizen. I've got one for FF14 and one for Elite Dangerous. So I would just, if I would like
And of course, that's why you got so much, because you got lots of different games here, whereas I only ever do
oh
DCS.
but you can just add one and make more. See,
Yeah.
gonna,
I only ever fly. I only ever do DCS. So we used to do DCS or War Thunder, but War Thunder, just got worse as it went along, I think. So we stopped doing that.
for example, if I want this website, I would press the button. I'm physically pressing it on the device itself, which is like a physical device with these and all these like buttons. The reason I've got all these pictures on there because it shows all the pictures on the buttons too. So it displays it on it.
Right.
So I would press this button here and it would open up this website and I can start like searching. Oh, I need the closest station from here. There we go. That's what I need. Boom. Or it would be the other one for mining. can like, oh, I'm here. You have to go to this system or seventh ring on that planet. I can start mining. I've got stuff for that, like as well. Like, let's see here, back. Like for FF14, I've got like these buttons for my character and door. So like, oh, I still need to log that in, but yeah. So that would be for that, and then it's even like a glamour one where you can like then check for like all different kind of glamours that you can apply to your character. See, and now if I go back to, let's say, Star Citizen, I would press this. This will take me to their main website. And I've got one for DCS as well, which is this one for my server that I have. That's actually somebody playing on it right now.
That's a lot you've got going on there. I'm going to have to take a very quick natural comfort break, and I'll be back very soon.
I'm gonna head off anyway, because I'm an
Okay.
hour ahead of you, so it's almost 3 a.m. over here. So
Oh, of course, yeah, yeah. It's just coming up for 2 for me. So yeah. Okay. Well, have a good think about taking up a warbird.
I'll have to think really hard about that. It's a big time investment.
Uh, no, all you got to do is uninstall something you don't use very much, install a Spitfire or whatever. And I can help you. I'm sure that you'll be flying a Spitfire and or a Mosquito, and I'm sure that you'll enjoy it.
Here, I'll show you. Like, yeah, I've got everything, just don't have all of it installed. It even shows you when it added it. Oh, cool. Can I make this bigger? I can.
A lot of
So I'll
stuff.
see what I currently. Hmm?
That's a lot of stuff. Yeah.
All of it, really.
Well,
Like if
uninstall all those rubbishy old jets that you've got, because jets are rubbish.
another
and into
but
and get at least 2 aircraft. At least get a Spitfire and a Mosquito, or even just one of those 2. And let me give you a hand, because I'm sure that once you give them a shot, you'll like them.
oh, like here. Is that the one? No, it's the store page. I need. There we go. Yeah, if I go to the store page, yeah, everything where there's a blue tick, it's in my library.
Yeah.
Except like I don't have the Normandy 2.0 and some of the story campaigns I don't have, but all the aircraft I do have though.
I've got very little, really. I've only got a few aircraft that I've bought by comparison to yourself, and it's just a few maps that like the free ones and a couple of others.
I'm kind of curious if I do this, how much it would be, because this is the price for everything, I think, right? But I own a lot of the stuff yet. Let's see. That's still 3,000 and something. Huh. Guess that's still all the fucking story shit. Ah, yeah, right. You already own this. Okay. Let's see. You already own this. If you purchase yourself, you will not receive an extra copy. I already have that. Have this. That. I never understood. I own like the original one, but I never understood which if you would have to get 2.0 or the upgrade. And there were two upgrades, one from Normandy and one from the other map. So
The channel, you mean?
yeah. So
Yeah, I've got them, but I don't really use them because I only really fly on this server that I'm on now, the one that we've been in. That's the only one I really fly on. That's something that's like Blackjaw has developed and continues to develop, and I'm very comfortable and happy with that.
yeah, I'm gonna keep those in for now, and then that. This.
I can't actually see what you're doing because the writing's too small for me. Are you
I'm
actually?
removing the ones I already own.
All right.
That's a campaign. Why does it put it in there twice? 3 times even. What the fuck? Spitfire beware, Spitfire beware. That's twice there.
That's
Oh,
campaigns, yeah.
there we go. Go up here. I'll remove these just in case. Oh, alright. You already own this game. Alright. I have that one. I guess I did buy a lot of the A10 missions in there. And the radio stuff. I wish I would just have added the stuff I don't own yet, but yeah, that would have been too easy. Just curious how much it would be if I buy all the stuff I don't have yet. Like all the like missions and stuff. Which I never play any of these missions anyway. I just
Yeah.
brave of me to want to collect everything all the time. Yeah, have that. This, that, this, that, that. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's all the stuff. All right. Let's see how much it is now. Be a lot less, but still a lot probably. Ah, still 700 something euros for the rest of the shit. All right. Oh, well, it's 67 items. Start removing everything now so I don't accidentally press buy. Oh, there was a way you could clear everything from your card. Can you? Figure it all the way bottom. Ah, here, remove all items. But yeah, I mean, let's see, what's my current? I have some room. Let me shut this down. Yeah. I'll have to wait until it completely shuts down though. Which always takes pretty long. Come on. Alright, let's see. Guess I'll install 3 planes. 1 for each nation. Well, not counting the Russians, but let's see. Let's go all the way down. Let's see. One on nines. One. There we go. That's the Germans. British one. What am I gonna take for the Americans?
P-51's a good one.
Hmm. Yeah, I got some cool screenshots here.
Nice.
Put up Jeeps.
So those ones you just selected, what is that for? Is that so you can install them?
Yeah, that's my DLC management here. So
Okay.
if I click this, I can check mark if, and it will automatically start patching it to. There we go, done. That's all 3 of them installed.
Excellent. You know what I'm going to want next time you're around then?
Well, okay, we'll make an agreement. If you can land a helicopter on an oil rig, I'll start messing around with work.
Oh, what? I haven't even, where do I get an oil rig from?
They're on most servers, like, or you can even like go in the mission area, just pop one down and
But
practice.
just landing a helicopter anywhere on the grass that the helicopter chooses is difficult enough for me at the moment.
But landing on a ship or an oil rig, it has a new, different like challenge to it because you have to approach it below where you want to land and then
Yeah,
slightly come up and then land.
yeah, I can understand that one.
So you have to get well.
So you're ensuring that you don't have to fly a spit with me. That's what you're doing, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Now, come on. If you've installed them, it's a waste not to try them. Give me half an hour.
I won't. That doesn't mean I can't uninstall them tomorrow. You know. Like,
of course, yeah, but give me half an hour with you in a spit or a mosquito. I believe that you'll be very glad.
I installed 109, the P-51, and the Spitfire. That's the 3-1.
Oh yeah, well the Spitfire then, just the Spitfire. We won't worry about the mosquito for a minute. Yeah, give me half an hour with you in a Spitfire, and we'll get you going. I think you'll love it.
Me and my friend was laughing. We were trying out a Vietnam server on on Arma, and he for some reason got blackface, which was pretty hilarious.
Okay, well look, my bladder is now telling me I need to take a break, so I'm going to shove off, and I know you need to go. So catch you hopefully tomorrow night, and hopefully at some point in a Warbird, in a Spitfire specifically? That's the
I
one
mean,
I
I
want
can
to do.
I can spawn and sit in a warbird and go watch some Netflix or something. I mean, like I can do that. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, but we'll have you flying in a Spitfire, and it won't take too
Mm.
long.
You say that. Last time I did the a warbird, it took me like I did like a 4 hour stream, and then I only took off like twice, or and that was in the
Yeah, but
109.
that's
So.
because you didn't have the knack at that time, didn't you? You didn't have the little snippets of information that will get you airborne.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you take off in a spit, you first you pull the stick fully back from full right aileron. Did you do that when you took off?
Yes, but I did the 109. Remember, not the Spitfire, but yes,
Okay,
same
I
thing.
don't know how it worked so much. I can't remember on the
It,
109
it
how that
yeah, it's
works.
same. It's right rudder and
Yeah, but you
it's
have to
almost
gradually.
it's almost the same way you take off with a helicopter, like torque
Yeah, but
reverse
you're
torque.
as you throttle up fairly swiftly, you throttle up, and you're fairly soon as well bringing your stick back to the normal position, and then it's a gentle rotate at about 85, 90 miles an hour, something like that, and then just hold it while she takes off.
Well, I mean, like I'll be surprised if I can start one of those fucking ancient machines in the first
Oh
place.
yeah, yeah. Well, of course you will. I'll tell you what to do on that. It's easy. It's so easy by comparison to all these jets and the choppers that we were just using. A Spitfire is
That
so easy.
Nah, no, that stuff is easy. I used to memorize like 12 cold starts at once,
Exactly,
out of
exactly. So
memory. But
a Spitfire is basically about 5 or 10. No, five. About 5 or 6 essential bits before you just push the button and start it. Push 2 buttons and start it. You've just got to map a few things. Obviously, that's the pain in the butt, having to map things to do it. There you go. You've got Lexor there.
mm-hmm. Some
Is he actually flying that now? Is that live?
yeah, that's live.
Okay, he's obviously he gave up with DCS and decided to go something that was going to work.
Oh yeah, I mean, makes sense. What's he doing? Mac Warrior. Oh, cool.
Who's that one?
Somebody I used to follow, but he's changed his name again. I
Okay.
think that's dude I used to run Eve with. Let's see. This is the guy actually. This is funny enough. This is the guy who I killed in the 47 in the B109 when the time I was
Oh, all right.
flying. He's currently playing something else though.
Really need to fix that overlay.
It's alright. He's doing stuff.
I'll mark my crates. And
Is
I'm
it?
gonna grab a new heli.
What's that on his head?
Stop.
Oh, so he made that himself. That's what he used for track IR.
Oh, right.
That's he uses his phone for track IR with that thing on top.
Yeah,
Of
oh,
it. It's
brilliant.
pretty
He's
unique.
brilliant. He's done that himself. Yeah, excellent.
And it's really smooth too. So, but
Yeah.
it caught your eye, didn't it? So it worked. So yeah. And he's
Yeah,
got
definitely.
Whirlpool equipment as well.
Yeah.
But that stuff you saw earlier, that's how I have it set up right now. Let's see if I can. I don't currently have the game running, but that's fine. Let's start. This is my streaming software, by the way.
Right.
So I have that like cropped in the corner. You can't really see it too well now because I don't have the light on. But yeah, see, there's the thought. See how it's not like mirrored now. It's actually the way it is in real life.
Ah, right, right.
See the
Yeah.
the thing's in the way. But yeah, now my sticks here.
Yeah.
I need to turn the light on when I do that, especially that fucking 3 a.m. in the morning, but yeah. I need to also. I need to. Don't know what I'm gonna do with the microphone though. Maybe like. I'll have to figure that out. It's gonna block the view. I didn't think of that. Well. Anyway, I'm gonna head off now.
Yeah, sure. Don't forget the Spitfire. I really would like to get you in a Spitfire for half an hour and get you going. I'm positive that you'll love it. Okay, thanks for all your help tonight, Wing, and
Yeah, no
hopefully
problem.
I can reciprocate, and you know, we can do a similar thing, and I can get you in that Spitfire, please. I like to have
Okay,
people flying in
maybe.
Spitfires. Well, the other night, the other week actually, we had 4 of us flying in Spitfires in a formation, and someone else joined us in a P-51. It was fantastic. I loved it.
You are fake news.
What's all that
Anyway.
about?
As a Discord has soundboard.
All right.
Like each server has their own. I can see. What's this one?
So I'm way behind on all that. Just
Oh,
Discord itself. Discord I find unfriendly.
Buzz arrival. What's that? Oh, that's from like Top Gun movie, right? What is this?
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
That's from Apocalypse. No, not Apocalypse. It's from Full Metal Jacket. Nah, one of them. Anyway. Let's see. I wonder if this server has any soundboard stuff. No, it doesn't. Okay. Laughing dog. What's this?
Oh, God. But for the sake of my stream, I'm going to close my stream now. If anyone watching, thanks for being there. Catch you again next time. Take care. T-Tippin.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me.
That would be a good one if you crash into the sea.
Well, yeah.
With the Spitfire. Yeah. Anyway.